My friends and I started a fight between two high schools. We had just graduated a couple days before, and we went to a private school where we got out a few days earlier than all the public schools in the area. We went through this phase where we would steal yard signs and put them in someone else's yard because, people would wake up like, that makes no sense. Why is it in my yard? And, it just, for us, we got a chuckle out of it. It was a stupid, harmless high school prank, but we always got a good chuckle out of it. We had actually finished taking signs and moving them for the night. We're driving back to the house where we were going to crash or, go home, whatever. We had all just met up there. And right across the street from the house where another big high school is. And this high school has all their seniors' names on these custom yard signs that are all out in front of their big electric so-and-so high school sign, And it says, like, congrats to the graduating class of 2016 and all their signs. Probably, a couple hundred signs for this high school and all their seniors. So we're like, oh, dude, that's the perfect sign to mess with. We're like, yeah, dude, we'll take over, throw them around, whatever. So we pull up into the neighborhood, park the cars, and since it's right across the street, we just walk through the woods in this big open field over to the high school. So we're in the big front field of this high school in front of their electric sign, like right on a 2-lane highway, 4-lane intersection. Like, we definitely weren't thinking we were high school kids, just thinking, oh, that'd be funny to do. So we start picking the signs up and just chucking them. We're ripping them out of the ground, throwing them around. Some of them we're taking and keeping because they had like a funny name that we were gonna, put in someone else's yard. So we were like just tearing the shit out of these signs. We have no idea that these signs are going to be taken home by these seniors. Like, this is like a traditional thing for this high school. These signs are really valued. And at the same time, they're graduating inside. Like, their graduation ceremony is taking place inside while we're taking these signs and chucking them all over the place, okay? All of a sudden, you hear this dad just like, hey, what the hell? And we're like, oh shit, oh shit. And next thing you know, this SUV is just flying down the road towards us. And we're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. So run, run, run. So we're all like laughing like a bunch of idiots, like, because we can't get control of ourselves because we didn't know why this man is so pissed at us. We just can't stop laughing. So we sprint across the street, right? Because like he's coming from here and he can't get into the field. So we just kind of sprint across the street into the field. He doesn't catch us, obviously, and he can't find us because we went into this field and through these buildings and woods, and we're gone. So we think nothing of it, besides the fact that it's a scream, right? The next day, we're looking on Twitter, because that was that era, right? Where Twitter and Instagram started to get big. So social media is blowing up for this high school. They're like, what a disgrace that someone would tear up our graduation signs. Just so disrespectful, just the meanest, most vindictive thing. And it's not just kids. Like, kids are going at each other on Twitter, but parents are on Facebook, like, clapping off on each other, like, making accusations towards other high schools. So all the people from this particular high school, kids and parents, decide that they think it was their rival high school right down the block. So these high school parents and kids are getting into it on social media. Like, we create this huge beef between rival high schools. Like, just so much shit going down. Like, really going at each other, say they're going to call the cops and, all this crazy shit. So we're like, oh my God, this really escalated quickly. Like, this is out of hand. We need to lay low. So that, like, we don't say a word about it to anybody because we're like, holy shit, we started some shit, and we didn't even mean to. We were just messing around. A few months pass, we go on with our summer of senior year. I go to a graduation party for a girl who went to the high school that we messed with the signs. And at this point, it's just gone. Blown by, back of my head, not even thinking about it. So we asked her how her senior year is, and we, gave her her gift or whatever, and she says, it was a good year, but you're not going to believe what so-and-so high school did to our high school. And she proceeds to tell the story about these terrible people who set up this devious plan to come and tear all their senior year signs down. And I'm like, oh my God, that's terrible. And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, that was us. So I'm like, oh, hang on. Actually, that was me and my buddies. We were just driving around and we messed with the signs. We had no idea you guys were graduating and stuff. She's like, what the hell? Like, couldn't believe it. Luckily, she thought it was funny. didn't tell anyone from the high school, so that beef was all water under the bridge or whatever. But that was easily the hardest we had ever laughed because it started shit between like two full counties in Kentucky, and we weren't even trying to cause any issues. We were just messing around with signs. So from our perspective, it was hilarious. That's a classic story. One of my favorite from high school. What else could you say? You can't beat that story, man. It's by far just an absolute classic.
I was riding around town